Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for a while. I go over there, try out food and drink items, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm about to go see a movie. So I'm going to try to get through these next couple reviews a little bit quickly. But whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, boom! I like to highlight super cool shirt. This is my Ventana shirt. I know I kind of screwed up my intro a little bit, but again, I'm kind of speeding through it a little bit. Ventana, they are an excellent band. I'm not 100%. They're on like indefinite hiatus at this point, so I don't know. But at the very least, their musical efforts, while they were actively in existence, were fantastic in my opinion. I'm a big fan of theirs. They have an association with the band Mushroomhead, with several members, being associated with Mushroomhead as well. I love Mushroomhead. I love Ventana. I love the theatrics. I love just the visual experience of it all. I love the way that they perform on stage, and their music is just super fucking good, in my opinion. My humblest of opinions. But anyway, what am I trying for you folks? Like I said, I'm gonna speed through just a little bit, okay? It's still, still me. So, folks, I am doing a sub sandwich review specifically from, not for me coughing, boom, from Jersey Mike's. The sub sandwich place that pretty much got me started on my sub sandwich adventures. If you watch my channel, I've been reviewing sub sandwiches for, maybe not a full year now, but for quite a while, like, over half a year for sure. I have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs, and it's important you remember, Sunday is Sub Day, because that is the day that I go over there and I put my sub sandwich reviews out for the YouTubes and you find folks to enjoy, hopefully anyway. Like I said, I'm on my way to a movie in about 45 minutes, and right next to where the fucking movie theater is, there's Jersey Mike's. And I was like, alright, fine. I got a little time. So, what am I reviewing from Jersey Mike's for you folks today? Let's get it open. It's small, but they still cut it. Boom! Why did they still cut it? I got a mini. There's no reason to cut it. It's very small. Yeah, there was no reason to cut it. But whatever, okay. It's their Tuna Fish Sub. Why tuna fish? Because I wanted a mini sub, and I tried a good chunk of because they only do minis in their cold sub variety, not their hot subs. And I was like, well, okay, I've done this one. Tuna fish. Sure. I haven't had tuna fish in a while. I'm not against it. In fact, I like tuna fish quite a bit growing up. It's not something I usually think of when I go for a sub, but there's nothing wrong with that. Now, here's the thing. A couple things. First of all, I got this on their rosemary bread, so that's going to create an interesting flavor. Second of all, I got this Mike's Way, which is with lettuce, tomato, onions, red wine vinegar, olive oil, and spices. I don't know how that's going to go down with a tuna fish sub, but I've gotten Mike's Way every single time that I've gotten a sub from Jersey Mike's, and it's never steered me wrong. So, we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully I don't get a whole bunch of it on my fucking clothes. In fact, I'm going to... You... and you're going to go over there. I wish they hadn't cut it, man. There was no reason for it. And now it's just more cumbersome. Alright. Sub sandwich. Let's eat the thing. Smells like tuna fish. Tastes like a tuna fish sandwich, I mean. Yeah, okay. I will say this. I'm glad I got it Mike's way. I really am. Because, fundamentally, it's a tuna fish sandwich. You can put on whatever bread you want. Hello, Mr. Spider. How you doing? Let's, have you move over here somewhere. There you go, buddy. Fundamentally, like I said, it's a tuna fish sandwich. But I think having the juices, having the extra spices, it gives a little extra tang to it. I didn't know how that was going to work with the tuna fish, because it's like, I know it works with deli meats and stuff, no problem. But tuna fish is its own beast. So I was a little bit worried. I was like, maybe it's going to, not blend so well, but then they offered it to me, so like, I figured, hey, they know what they're doing, I guess. Although one of the people seemed to be new and training at the time, and he was the one who made the sub. But no, actually, it works really well. Like, it's still a tuna fish sandwich. The tuna fish, for what it is, tastes fine. It's not the best tuna fish I've ever had. But at the same time, it's not bad tuna fish. Like, when I think back to my middle school days, the cafeteria tuna fish, you avoided that shit like the plague. You didn't want to have anything to do with that business. This, well above that standard. And it tastes nice. It doesn't have like a overly fishy taste, which is something you always want to avoid if you're getting any type of seafood. If it tastes too fishy, that means it's probably getting close to going off, or is off. Tastes fresh, and like I said, I think that the addition of the juices and the vegetables, it kind of lightens it up a little bit, and it gives it more character. It gives a little extra zing, and I like that. Yeah. Like, I genuinely dig that. I actually really like what that brings to the tuna fish. Yeah. Like, I'll even go as far as to say this has changed my opinion of what a tuna fish sandwich can be. Because, typically, I think of tuna fish sandwiches as being fine, but fairly boring affairs, They are what they are. I actually really like the way that blended with everything. I like the tanginess I gave to it. I like it created like an extra dimension to it for me. And I like that. I like multiple dimensions, folks. I'm not trying to live in some one-dimensional bullshit universe. That's not my jam. The third or three-body problem, the whole thing with the book. I haven't read it, but I know about it. It's pretty damn good. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Sure and sure. So here's the thing. I liked it. I think out of all the subs that I've had from Jersey Mike so far, it's probably the one that I'm the least impressed with. Although, ironically, it's the one that I'm the most impressed in the presentation of. Fundamentally, even with the sauce and everything, and with it going over there and giving it that extra dimension, it's still a tuna fish sandwich. Which, again, isn't a bad thing, but it's not a go-to sandwich type for me at this point in my life. When I was younger, sure, all for it. These days, I would definitely get something else. But, at the same time, maybe every now and again I'd get a mini sub. I'd ask them to not cut it, because it's too small, it doesn't need to be cut. I could see adding it as an occasional item. It would never be my go-to sub, but it was good. And like I said, as far as tuna fish sandwiches go, it's probably one of the better ones I've ever had in my life. That's not saying a lot, but As for recommending it, as long as you go into it understanding it's a tuna fish sandwich, and I think, if you got it without the Mike's Way, it would still be an okay tuna sandwich. It would just be a tuna sandwich. So, the tuna, for what it was, like I said, it was fine, but it wasn't outstanding or anything. So, just kind of be aware. Like, it's not going to razzle-dazzle you. But if you add the Mike's Way onto it, it might go over there and give you a little interesting perspective on what a tuna sandwich can be. At least it did for me. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest week. Monumental rest month. Spend this rest of your day. Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly tuna fish-tastic rest of your life. No, maybe not, but maybe some tuna sushi or something like some high-quality, really good tuna. That shit that costs $800,000 per fish. That stuff. That's what I want. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. Okay? I try to be a pretty chill guy. I think most people tend to see me that way. I'm a very approachable individual. But at the end of the day, I have my quirks. I'm a very socially awkward person at times. I can be difficult to carry a conversation with. And, there's things in my life that stress me out and frustrate me and cause me to have issues, and I know that that's the same for everybody. When we run into those situations, before we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself out. A tuna fish sandwich sub from Jersey Mike's with the Mike's way, the way that I did it, right? Maybe you're going to try it, and maybe it's going to be a mind-altering experience, okay? There's going to be all kinds of crazy colors and stuff, and feelings, and all kinds of stuff. Maybe you'll go over there, maybe you'll come up with a sequel to the Dark Side of the Moon album. Maybe. I don't know. I've never listened to the Dark Side of the Moon. You can judge me all you want. That era just isn't my thing, and then, everybody's like, it's way better if you're on drugs, and it's like, I don't do drugs, so... Maybe one day I'll get to it, but I'll admit, it's not high on my list, even though I know it's supposed to be a legendary album. Again, it's before my time. Nothing against the band or anything. The fuck am I going on about? But yeah, or conversely, maybe just go listen to Dark Side of the Moon however you want, under whatever tuna fish or, mind-altering substances you might want. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, especially if you're kids, wait till you're an adult, be responsible with it, all that good stuff. Bye!